Sagittarius. It's your girl, Javy, High Priestess, back at it again with your general tarot reading for Libra season 2023. Welcome to autumn. Happy autumnal equinox. Happy Mayban. Whatever it is that you celebrate, happy wishes to you. So your ruling planet, Jupiter, is retrograde. And regardless if it's your ruling planet or wherever you have Sagittarius placements, Jupiter being retrograde has always been really lucky. And he's retrograde in Taurus. I'm telling you, this can get you set up if you play your cards the right way. And don't let anybody have you afraid of a motherfucking retrograde. All it means is slow down and review. Okay, and that's going to lead to prosperity coming in. Okay, here for it. Chill out, slow down, take your time. Make sure that you do everything the right way. Like you learned in Virgo season, make sure that you take your time so that it's like there's less effort. If you go ahead and get the ball rolling and get the oil, like get the machine oiled, it becomes this well-oiled machine that you don't have to look at constantly. You don't have to like micromanage. I feel like there's something about being able to tap into the lessons that came in during Virgo season about structure, organization, about service, being nurturing, compassionate, but also being on your shit, being able to check yourself, being able to tap into constructive criticism and actually like learn from it. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I just feel like this is a great time for you. When I leaned into your energy, it felt good, it felt vibrant, it felt fun and adventurous as per usual. So I feel like you guys are feeling like yourselves, feeling grounded in yourselves or getting grounded into yourself, and you need to let that happen. Let yourself like grow the fuck up. Let yourself expand. Let yourself get taller, get bigger. Let yourself take up fucking space. 2:22 on the clock. Let yourself be masterful. Let yourself see the signs. One of your cards is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is the most symbolic card in the deck. So this is a season of like signs and wonders, and you, I just feel like getting in tune. So be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there we clarify all the cards. We get into it. Again, cutting to the Empress. That Taurus energy is strong, eh? She's strong. And it feels like you're building a new relationship with money, with prosperity. But mainly you're building a new relationship in regards to your self-worth. Like, you feeling worthy will make all the difference in your life. So, I'm ready to get into it. For free shit, check out my Instagram at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. Hydrate, light it if you got it. And let's go ahead and get on with the get on. As I create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. It's interesting because the Libras know this, but usually when I'm reading for Libra, is when I'm able to access this like level of bliss that I just got like a little bump of right now. Like it was just like this hit of this like Libran bliss and sweetness and like neutrality that I feel like you guys are really gonna have access to in this Libra season. So relax, take some time. Like I said, light it if you got it. There's kind of like this chomping at the bit, like excited kind of energy. So make sure that you check yourself before you wreck yourself. 444. Yeah, there's definitely something about you paying attention to the signs and wonders. You getting nudges and clues from the universe. And so let's see, as we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. It doesn't feel like I want to get the reading over with. It just feels like I'm excited. Like there's something about like, let's get into it. And I just feel like you may just be ready to go towards something. But there is something about redefining prosperity. What does your, also like what does property mean to you? What does success mean to you? Your relationship to money and the power it's had is shifting in your life in some sort of way. And it feels optimistic. I feel like you have access to that optimism again. You are meant to be the eternal optimist. Hand is cramping. Well, I also have been doing this all fucking day. So just relax. Look at how it's forcing us to take our time. Look at how like spirit is forcing us to just like relax. You got this. It's worth the wait. What's coming is worth the wait. You are worth the wait. Absolutely. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Nothing's like falling out, nothing. No accidents. The cards are being quite reticent with you. So I feel like they want to be very intentional. And I can understand why. With the Ten of Cups reversed, the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your definition of success. Your definition of fulfillment, your definition of love. I also feel like in order to initiate this brand new chapter in love and life and fulfillment and success and family, there must be some sort of emotional outpouring. Queen of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck. You guys have been holding something in and you need to say it. And I feel like someone at some point told you that this was success. The house, the spouse, the 2.5 kids, and the white picket fence. All of that shit. It's just like now you're starting to understand what true happiness is for you. Happiness is an individual and inside job. And my definition of happiness will not be yours and vice versa. And so there's something about making sure that you're not letting other people influence what joy is for you, what peace is for you. I also feel like there may be, some of you are breaking up. Some of you are, like it's the end of the relationship or end of a connection or end of a commitment. I also feel like your relationship to art is changing. Your relationship to like your creativity is changing. And it feels really important, Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, to get your feet on solid ground. The first card out, the way the feet, grounded feet, firmly planted feet, at the center, at the top of the reading, your relationship to grounding, your relationship to stability is being tested. And I feel like it's really important that you are willing to turn your back on whatever you know is not working. You are willing to be done with the old outdated programming, the old outdated coping mechanisms and emotional responses. It's time to be done with that. Come on, keep on going. And I feel like there's something about dancing. I also feel like take care of your feet. The Lovers reversed. Yeah, some of y'all are breaking up. Some of y'all don't want to be with this person. Some of you are ending a connection or a friendship or a relationship with someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, or Virgo placements. This is the Gemini card, so there may be some Gemini in your life that's acting up or like isn't who they portray themselves to be or isn't a good fit for you. Some of you are trying to like fit a square peg in a round hole and it's just not working. And it hasn't been working for a while. And the divine is asking you to stop being a groupie and to keep it moving. And that's really not y'all's style, is to like stick around and try to force things, which makes me think that this is platonic or familial in some sort of way. But another card with footing at the top, with feet on the top. This also, like Pisces rules the feet. So there could be something about a lot of traveling, or maybe you're spending too much money on traveling, or maybe you're spending too much time on exploration, and you're needing to get more grounded. You're needing to get stable. You're needing also issues with communication could be off. I'm filming this on the day that Mercury is now direct. So Mercury is officially direct in Virgo, and I feel like there's just something here with like miscommunications. You not communicating effectively, not communicating your desires or your emotions, or maybe this Gemini is not communicating effectively. I also feel like you may be, your communication is, when your communication is off, it usually means you're blunt, or you're like being low-key petty or mean in some sort of way. And so I feel like you could be in a position where you're making mountains out of molehills, or someone is doing that to you 11:11 on the clock. See, I've seen like 3 freaking like significant numbers. And so there is something about paying attention to the signs. I feel like you're getting hunches, you're getting symbols, signals from the divine. And it's interesting, the rainbow and then the sun on the bottom. So there is something here about like the realization coming from below. I feel like there's like under lighting, like under boob. There's like you're lit from below, like you're seeing the bottom of something, or seeing the lower half of something. I feel like there's truth coming to light. I'm like, there's light, truth, illumination. Things are being revealed from the depths. This is like you guys. There could be something here with like a truth that has been repressed is coming to the surface. Stuff that has been trying to, or that you've like swept under the rug, coming to the surface in some sort of way. In Libra season, Mercury does go into Scorpio, I think around October. When is it? October 22nd. Mercury goes into Scorpio, and I feel like a lot of people's secrets are going to be spilling. So tend to your shit. And if you're out here living in, you know, authentically and with integrity, you don't have any shit to tend to. You don't have any lies to sweep up or clean up or figure out in some sort of way. Not a, what I say. Jupiter will be testing you with abundance, and you're going to learn your own red flags. You're going to start to experience why people think that this is a red flag in you. You're going to start to notice other people's red flags as well. With the sun at the center of the reading, it's funny, I just noticed the lovers, the sun from below and then the sun above. There is a lot that's coming to light, and I feel like there's a lot coming to light about how you can get to this newfound success. I feel like there's a lot going on about structure, discipline, really tending to the company that you keep, Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. A lot of this has to do with your friend group. A lot of this, or lack thereof. There could be something here going on with like, you need more social interaction. You need to be around more people. I feel like there's secrets coming to light about lovers, about friends, about family. It may not even be secrets. It could just be aha moments, these realizations that are coming in. It's funny, the moon reversed is on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this new moon and, like the new moon in Aries, the full moon in Aries and the new moon in Libra are going to be quite impactful for you, because we're on that me versus we axis right now, you know, and there is so much that I feel like is being stripped away from like who you are. You are not that person anymore. And center of this reading is there's a lot of nakedness right here. So I feel like your relationship to intimacy, vulnerability, can this Gemini tell the truth? Can this Leo tell the truth? Can you trust these people? Do you trust yourselves? Do you tell the truth? Are you trustworthy? Why should these people invest in you? Why should these people trust you with their money or trust you with their idea or whatever it is? I feel like there's something here about worthiness and you getting to your inner child. I also feel like there's truth coming out about your son, truth coming from your son. Like, so for those of you who have kids, I feel like there is something coming to light about children, about family. It's interesting. Okay, so I want to say this. I feel like if some of you have a son that comes out of the closet, like has like announced that they're gay or something, if you fuck this up, if you fuck up the reaction, you will lose contact with your child for years. This feels very specific. So I don't know who this is, but if you don't show support and like accept your child the way that they are as God made them, you will lose access to them and they will find family elsewhere. So everybody needs to get their discrimination and their prejudices in check, because you can lose family here by saying something like racist or entertaining people who have really fucked up beliefs, even if those aren't your beliefs. Mind the company you keep. This is some guilty by association shit too that's going on. So I feel it feels real important to make sure that you tell the truth, shame the devil. Do your part to understand that, like, Jesus was hanging out with the fucking homos and the fucking homeless. Like, Jesus was in the temple turning over fucking tables and shit. Don't act like, and this may not be you, but this may be someone around you who's like spewing religious dogma. There could just be somebody in the family that you need to check or that you need to, correct in some sort of way. Because with love comes correction. When I love you, I'm not going to just be out here letting you be fucking mediocre. Final card, final message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One card, one message, one final message, please. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. It's like, be soft, be sweet, be gentle. Know that what's yours and what's for you can't miss you. There's no need to rush. There's no need to push or force. That's how you like demagnetize yourself from what you're attracting in. Stop trying to force it. Trust, pray for it. Believe in what you pray for, that you can receive it. And let it go. And just chill. Chill in gleeful expectation of what's coming to you. Final card, final message. I knew that was coming out. The Queen of Swords. She was on the bottom of the deck before, but she was reversed. And I love she came out upright. So the closer that we get to Scorpio season, this is like, hey, it's time to be honest, be fair, be direct. I feel like some of you have very important things that you need to say to this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or they have very important things that they need to say to you. I feel like watch this person's words. I also feel like there is a lot of pain to transmute into power when it comes to your family, when it comes to your children, when it comes to like what you know about money, what you want, what are you going to do with it? Your relationship to money is changing. There is definitely prosperity coming in. There's definitely financial abundance that is available to you. It just feels really important that you understand, like, money is attracted to purpose. It wants to like know what you want to do with it, So I feel like if you're working on manifesting, stop thinking about like, oh, I need $5,000 a month. So what are you going to do with the $5,000 a month? What are you going to build? What are you going to grow? How are you going to give back? What are you going to contribute? Bottom of the deck. Ooh. This full moon in Aries is going to rock a lot of you, because I feel like it's bringing up pain in regards to your father. There's something here. Aries is the coach dad. So there could be some sort of healing in regards, or healing from someone with Aries or Libra placements, healing in regards to the father, healing in regards to your parental units. Bottom of the deck was the Five of Pentacles, and then it was the Devil, and then it was the Nine of Swords, and then it was Aries. The Emperor. Hydrate. And with the Five of Pentacles reversed, it's just like you are finally done with the trauma bonds. And I feel like you're turning away from temptation, turning away from darkness. You're not afraid to... It's like you're not turning away from darkness. I feel like you're turning away from temptation, turning away from people's drama and bullshit, turning away from people who are really possessive or controlling over you, people who fuck up the vibe all the time, people who... are really clingy in some sort of way. I just feel like you're out of this codependent place, or you're coming out of a place where you entertained a codependent relationship possibly, or entertained the feeling of like being the black sheep, or feeling left out, or isolating yourself. I feel like a lot of you are coming out of isolation, coming out of a place where there was a lot of unworthiness, or you were feeling left out, or feeling like you always had to take the brunt of the storm for people, like you always had to like show up or pave the way or be of service or help other people. And it just feels like you're done with that. You're done with a portion of that. I also feel like on the other hand of that, it may not be trauma bond. Some of you are done with these like money struggles, done with this, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Aquarius. I feel like you are really, like, you have gone through the dark night of the soul, and you're finally ready to extract your data from your darkness and turn it into a solid plan that you can stick to. 22:22 on the fucking clock. Pay attention to the signs and wonders. And just before I go, I want to zoom out a little bit. 2 major arcana and 1 court card. And it comes in like the center of the season. So I feel like you come into Libra season. I feel like it's funny because Libra season is all about relationships. It's all about partnership. This is cuffing season. Welcome to cuffing season 2023. And I feel like some of y'all are like, fuck that. I don't want to be cuffed. I don't want to cuff nobody. I'm done being cuffed. Possibly I want to be free. Some of you may be thinking about like your freedom, wanting to, so there could be breakups, or you quitting a job. Some of you, if this isn't feeling left out, some of you are like, oh, I finally quit that job. Oh, I finally stopped doing that thing. I finally stopped hanging out with that person, or I finally am around people who don't feel restrictive to me in some sort of way. So first thing out in Libra season, it's like time to like purge. There is a big purge that I feel like is needed in your life. It's time to clear out the gunk in your heart. It's time to clear out your closet. It's time to be truthful, be forthright, be honest about what isn't working, and also what feels treacherous, or what I feel like don't cheat, don't lie with Jupiter retrograde. The retrogrades are testing periods. I'm telling you, how you treat the retrograde and what you do when the retrograde comes up is indicative of the amount of abundance that's going to come to you when when the planets are direct and when everything's moving forward. So don't play yourself here. If you don't want to participate, if you don't want to be involved in something, if you want to be done with something, you need to be done with it. And you need to very compassionately and eloquently bow out, or but don't ghost anyone. You need to say what needs to be said. You need to treat people how you want to be treated. And I feel like any confusion or mental fog or anything that is unclear can be cleared up and clarified with conversation. with effective communication. Use your words in Libra season. It will generate fairness. It will generate truth. The truth will set you fucking free. And the sun is showing, like, remember I said this, like, intimacy, the nakedness here? I just feel like there's so much that gets revealed to you when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and truthful. And when you let other people be who they are. If you would, you know, be quiet and listen and observe, you can sidestep a lot of bullshit people. You can be, you know, you can evade a lot of bullshit people. You can juke that shit if you pay attention. And if you're always on, you know, ADHD on 10, and you're always like looking for the next adventure, you're always looking for the next thing, you're always like moving and just like needing, if you let that need or that craving for stimulation rule your life, it will run you into the fucking ground. Because that's not structured, that's not balanced, and we need balance in the season of I balance. So there is definitely some imbalances that are coming up to be tended to, and they're going to be revealed to you. And a lot of you need to spend more time with your inner child. A lot of you need to have these profound conversations with your inner child about what it needs, what kind of family it wants to be around, what kind of family it wants to create. I feel like you may be spending a lot of time with family, spending time specifically with your father or with a Leo. So let's see what's going on with the signs here. I feel like there may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that, like, there is a huge emotional outpouring that's needed, or there is a huge emotional, like, display of emotion that I feel like may throw you off, or you're finally like, I can't keep this in anymore and I gotta say this thing. And I just feel like some of you could just be understanding that something ain't all it's cracked up to be. And I feel like you just need to make sure that you behave morally and ethically and you do the right thing. Because the sun is going to come out and tell on you. The sun is indicated here in the Lovers and in the Sun. This is the sun and the sun. And I just feel like that full moon in Aries, the sign of I Am, is going to really, really show you who are you, so that come Scorpio season, when we have that full moon in Taurus, you can let go of this old, outdated concept about what you're allowed to have. It's like there is a breaking through of this self-imposed financial glass ceiling that I feel like and it's not even just financial. I feel like this is just in general. Like, I feel like there's this new understanding about, like, what kind of life, what kind of love, what kind of joy, what kind of peace that you are allowed to have and that you are absolutely privy for. But it will require you to reach for it. Faith without works is dead, and your actions must match your ambitions. And so there is this shedding. And be willing to let go of what isn't working, and be willing, more importantly, to let go of your mask. It's time to be real 100 and authentic about who you are and what you want. I just heard that hiatus coyote line, and she's like, I want to like what you do. And it's okay if you don't like the people around you. It's not okay if you keep them around you, or if you keep being around them. It's time to tend to the company that you keep, say what you need to say, tell it like it is in a very eloquent way, so that you can achieve balance and so that you will not be a groupie and keep it fucking moving. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.